Nolan, I think coming from a low budget past, believe it or not, he hasn't made many films in England, even though he's English. He came here and his first movie was Memento. He comes from that low budget, scrappy, do it on the street kind of method. And he is uncomfortable with big stuff. At the same time, he's super demanding that things be real and complete, like the train running down the street. I thought, oh, well, we'll just do like a one-sided train going down the street or something. And the producer was like, oh, no, you don't know Chris. He wants the whole train. And I thought, what? You want the whole train? How are we going to do that? And he said, well, you just want to see it from above, behind, the side, everything. He wants a real train running down the street. So I had to figure out how to do what looked like a train on top of a truck. So we took apart a truck and built a giant train out of fiberglass and wood over that whole thing. And one of the problems was I said to the producer, what train are we basing it on? And they said, it doesn't matter, pick one. I said, no, it does matter, because what matters is it should match the one in their dream. Where are we shooting the dream where they are putting their heads on the tracks? Because whatever train we have there, I think it should be the dream train. It's not just a train. It's the train in his subconscious. So it should match. And they said, well, we might shoot that in Canada. We don't know. I said, well, find out where we're going to shoot it, because I would like to match that for the downtown train. And they said, I don't know if we can figure that out yet. And I said, well, we need to. And they sort of started to agree. And we found a train near LA. And I said, okay, we're going to make that one, paint it to look a certain way. Guy liked the stripes on the front. And I said, this is what we're going to base our train on. We're going to have the train, a real train on a real track that's 20 miles outside of LA, match the train that we're faking. We're building pretend train for downtown LA, but it has to really run down the street. And it was a huge project. We had to build this train over a truck, and it could only go in one direction because you can't turn a train. You can't steer it like a truck. So we had to build it first we built the parts in a warehouse, then we built the actual train in a parking lot near Chinatown in downtown LA, and it could go in a straight line down Spring Street without turning. And I built fake cargo, container cars behind it. They're real containers on a truck bed, basically. And the wheels of the truck are hidden with what look like train trucks and train wheels, but those are fake. And, he wanted to have it knocking cars out of the way. Boom, boom, boom.